You could say my family is a very religious and Christian family, even if I don't very much care in that religion crap. My great aunt on my mother's side is extremely Christian, and every year she gets me these religious items, but I always end up losing them somehow. Well, in this past year, she had given me a cross with the word Christ inscribed on it in Hebrew. Well, I thought it was kind of cool, and it looked really expensive. So I hung it up in my bedroom right above the door, like it should, and I went to bed. That night, somewhere around like 3:30 something, I don't know. I was woken up by the sound of my grandmother screaming. I'll need to remember, my grandmother has been dead for 5 years now. So I got up to investigate the sound. Because, of course, as long as the sound's going on, I'm not going back to sleep anytime soon. And when I got up and started walking to my bedroom, out of my bedroom, I was met by a dark figure standing in the hallway right in front of my doorway. I was so terrified I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't speak, much less see who it was. By asking, I finally got the courage to speak, so I spoke loudly and questionably to the figure. Who, who, who are you? But the figure didn't speak back, but it just turned to the wall behind it and started carving into the paint with what looked like sharp 5-inch long talon. The carving read, I wish to be invited in for some dinner. I was so terrified that I almost didn't notice that it looked right at the cross above my door. I looked at the cross too. What I saw the cross starting to turn red like it was being shoved into fire. I quickly looked back down at the figure to make sure it didn't move, and I asked it again, who are you? But this time I was a little more stern. It looked back from my cross and spoke in a scratchy and banshee like voice.
I am your grandmother, dear child. Please let me in. I'm starving and I just want a snack.
I looked at the cross again, frightfully, and it was shaking like it was about to go supersonic or something. And finally, it shot off the wall and almost impaled me in the chest. And since I was only half asleep and half awake, having to dodge that fast almost made made me pass out. And I woke up the next morning to find the cross hanging above my head on the ceiling, broken into two pieces, and a huge blood stain on the sheets next to my side. I lifted my shirt and looked down at my chest. What I saw was so horrifying that I still have nightmares about it. There's a huge hole in my chest where my left lung should have been. I guess my grandmother was satisfied with the meal that was provided for her. But that's not the problem now. As I'm writing this for you guys, I can hear her calling my name. She's waiting for me at the door. I think she's hungry again.